Norge! 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 Czech, Roto, Czech.
Дамы и господа, на лед приглашается сборная команда Чехии. Team Czech Republic, please welcome to the ice. Дамы и господа, на лед приглашается сборная команда Норвегии. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Norway. Наши судьи, арбитры Международной Федерации хоккея. Главные судьи Томас Бьорк, Марк Пregame, линейные судьи Николай Шотланд-Пише, Николай Пономарев. Referees of the game Tомас Бьорк, Mark Pregame, linesman Николай Шотланд-Пише, Николай Пономарев. All IIHF licensed. Стартовые составы играющей команды. Starting lineup for the upcoming games. Команда Норвегии, Team Norway, in goal, номер 31, номер 41, Lars Fuller. Защитники, on defense, номер 6, Jonas Kuros, номер 10, Матtias Kostegu. Нападающие, forwards, номер 36, номер 36, Max Zuccarello, номер 20, номер 20, Anders Paspiansen, тим номер 24, номер 24, Andreas Martinsen. Стартовый состав сборной команды Чехии. Starting lineup for Team Czech Republic. Waroda in goal. Номер 38, номер 48, Dominik Furt. Защитники, on defense, номер 5, Jakub Jędrzejek. Номер 47, номер 47, Mikołaj Jurman. Нападающие, forwards, номер 88, номер 18, David Pasternak. Номер 14, номер 14, Tomasz Plekanec. Номер 10, номер 10, Roman Czerwenka.
Czech Republic versus Norway as the World Championship continues. Hello from Moscow, 2016 World Championship, Moscow and St. Petersburg. Dennis Bayak along with Shane Knighty. We are at the Ice Palace here in Moscow as these two teams get set to meet. And the Czech Republic, they've been stingy, Shane, 5 goals against in this tournament.
Real well in their own zone. They play team defense. Everyone comes back. They've done a nice job. Vladimir Vutek, the coach, has his team playing the way they want. They've been through the tough part here of the schedule with wins over Sweden and Russia.
Thomas Plekanec, a couple of goals in this championship, will face off for the Czech Republic against Bastiansen. It's cleared back into the Czech Republic zone, and after it will be Plekanec. for David Pasternak. Pasternak trying to get that through for Cervenka. It got blocked. Pasternak leads the Czech Republic in shots on goal with 16. Icing called against Norway.
Fans filing in for the early game. Both teams will be represented, and the coaches, Vladimir Vutek, the head coach for the Czech Republic, and Roy Johansson, head coach for Norway, longtime head coach, 15th IIHF World Championship, head coach since 2001.
And says this will be his final World Championship. Long shot steered away by Lars Volden in Norway with Martinsen. Deep into the Czech Republic zone. Holosh, the defenseman, is in after it. Leads Norway in ice time by a ton.
Big minutes last game. Played 31 minutes and 7 seconds against Kazakhstan, and he did it in 31 shifts.
Holm gets rubbed out. Back in the Czech Republic zone, Johansson is back forward for Norway for Ole Christian Tolofsen. Tolofsen plays it for Mathis Olem. He'll slide it through for Ken-Andre Olem. Back for Johansson, on for Rosalie Olsen, and he'll whip this in. Olem is after it. Rosalie Olsen to the front of the net. Good defensive play there by Jurasek for the Czech Republic, and then it's turned over. Shot to the front of the net, and Dominic Furch back in nets today for the Czech Republic. Hasn't played since the opening day shutout against Russia. Side of the net, Bolden jams that away. After it is Olem. Mathis Olem. Each of the Olems with 2 goals and 2 assists in this championship. No room for Morten Ask, who's been moved up in the Norway lineup. Holas flips this back to the line. It doesn't get any further. And Norstabo has to be careful with it, with Jurasek chasing him. Ask sends this rink wide, looking for Forsberg, and this is off the stick and out of play.
Forsberg trying to get a wide pass from Morten Ask, and you mentioned hasn't played much, hadn't played in the tournament at all until the 3rd period against Kazakhstan, where he was able to get on the ice and help defend the lead. Look at the veteran for the Czech Republic, Roman Cervenka, having himself another good tournament.
Czech Republic 3-0, 8 points. One of the wins coming in extra time, so it was a 2-point win. Shot never got through. Pasternak jumps on the rebound. Norway 2-1 with 5 points. Is again one of their wins coming in extra time. Norway trying to get organized in its own zone. Steen at center, breaks it up, took a kick at it. Cervenka will play it back into his own end, and Dominic Furch will play it in behind his own net. A line change, or the completion of a line change for the Czech Republic. Here comes Kovac. He'll send it through for Repick. And Norway back on the offensive. Zuccarello for Bastiansen. Holas, or rather the shot from Johansson, and that gave Furch some trouble. Scramble, Furch is down. Puck comes loose, and Johansson back for Tolofsen. Zuccarello fires it, and Furch steers that away. That long shot that got all this going seemed to handcuff him a little.
I think Bastiansen got a tip on it in front, and then from a wide angle, Zuccarello threw one at the net that Furch had trouble with. That caused a scramble in front of the net.
Again, hasn't played since last Friday, opening day of this championship. Cross ice, Rosalie Olsen sends this in as it skipped away from Mathis Olem. Mathis Olem in a battle there with Tomasz Zahorna. Ends up in behind the net, grabbed off by Jarabek. For Zahorna, on its center and in, and taking a bump there was Robert Pusal. And the puck is taken by Olem.
Nice one-on-one defense there by the veteran Mats Trigg of Norway.
Odegaard from Mats Trigg, and into the Czech Republic zone it goes. And Peter Kukal back for the Czech Republic. Jarabek ahead for Kaspar. Sends it to the front of the net. and this will be grabbed and held by Lars Bolden.
Bolden had a little trouble with that one. Martinson threw it to the net, and that's the one that gave a little bit of trouble for Furch. He's trying to hang on and drop low. Bastianson was right on top of it. Furch really had to squeeze up against that post.
May have been a bit of a cheesy one, but it would have been the opening goal of the game. At the line, Simic, his pass was blocked. Kolash at the left point, lets the shot go. That ripped wide, gets it again. And Bolden's going to snare this and hang on to it.
Kolash just throwing it to the net. Some good defensive coverage in front. The Norway defenseman boxing out in front. Kolash. Look at this Czech Republic team, one of the guys that seems to be here year after year.
Talk about the goals against for the Czech Republic at 5, the best on this side. And Norway 8 goals for. Only Denmark in Group A has scored fewer as Denmark sits at 7. Pasternak back to the line, a redirected front by Platanitz. Save made by Bolden, and it gets cleared. Kept in at the line by Kempny. First pressure here by the Czech Republic. Pasternak, sharp angle. Save made, rebound, score! Cervenka gets the fortuitous bounce and buries it. And 1-0 Czech Republic.
This line with a couple of chances. Platanitz had a great redirect and a nice right pad save by Lars Bolden, but they stay on top of the puck. And it's a great play. This is going to be Pasternak. Great pass to Cervenka, gets lost on the other side of the ice. And a quick little one-timer. He makes no mistake as he's able to beat Bolden to the glove side, just underneath the glove. And Roman Cervenka opens up the scoring, his second goal of this tournament.
So 1-0 Czech Republic. Lars Bolden, a goals against average of 2.84. It is Lars Hogan, the other netminder for Norway that has very good numbers. 2.02 goals against average, which is third best in the tournament. Bastianson tried to clear, couldn't. Zuccarello's on it. Matt Zuccarello, 18 shots on goal coming into this game, has one that gives him 19. And he leads Norway in that category. Martinson for Bastianson. Back for Zuccarello. Tried to get it deep, it got blocked, and Odegaard will regroup. For Mats Trygg, and on for Ken-Andre Olom. He'll just tip it into the Czech Republic zone. Jordan leaves it there. Simic. Lead pass, misses everyone. Kaspar after it. Lucas Kasper plays it back to the line. Kolash the shot. That got blocked by Mathis Olom. And now back for young Norstabo. The long wrist shot, that's gloved by Dominic Perch. He'll drop it, and play goes on. Lucas Kasper takes it to the outside. His shot got blocked by Norstabo. And back up the ice for Ken-Andre Olom. Tried to dance his way around Simic, could not. And Kolash on the puck and plays it back for Simic, who will play it back for Kolash. Through the middle of the ice for Kukal. Peter Kukal, the wrist shot, high, short side, and grabbed and held by Lars Bolden. So the goal by Cervenka has the Czech Republic up 1-0.
his 6th World Championship. He was part of the team that won gold back in 2010. 1 year with the Calgary Flames, 39 games, 9 goals, 17 points.
On that line with Plekanec and Pasternak, that has been a very good line for Coach Vladimir Vutek. Morton Ask will send the long shot in, steered away by Furch. Kempney bumps his man in the corner. Roymark is on the loose puck for Forsberg. Forsberg tried to swing that out front, came off the side of the net. Tolson looking for that high redirect from Morton Ask, but it gets tipped away, and some room now for Thomas Filippi. Tried to split the defense, dishes it off to Jurasek, and the shot off that far post.
Great move by Filippi around Johansson, just a little toe drag inside.
Morton Ask takes a wild swing at Kempney. And that battle for the puck continues.
It's going to be square.
They beat it up. Might be square off that post, and then they're just going to finish it off. Finally down that right side, long wrist shot by Forsberg, doesn't get anywhere. Forsberg will turn and head to the bench for the line change, and Kondratik will leave it in behind his own net. Milan Dudera with the long right wing pass, and this gets shoveled in by Cervenka. Plekanec goes after it, tried to swing it behind the net for Pasternak. It got blocked, and Odegaard plays it ahead and deflected in by Andreas Martinson of the Colorado Avalanche. Dudera tries it again, looks for Cervenka. Cervenka bumped there by Tretens. Pasternak plays it back into his own zone. Jerabek lifts the backhander deep. After it is Holas. Behind the net for Odegaard. On for Andreas Martinson. He is stopped on the play. And played back down low by Michael Berner. Repik trying to wrap around, and Bolden got the stick down to block it. And Zuccarello will send it ahead at center. And Andreas Martinson, he got taken to the sideboards hard there by Kolash.
Big hit by Kolash stepping up on Martinson. There's a great play by Filippi. He's going to come down on Johansson. Curl into the inside, finds Jurasek, who has had tons of chances in this tournament. Gets it past Bolden, but catches the outside of the post. So Richard Jurasek almost adds to the lead, looking for his first goal of this tournament.
Czech Republic probably uses the entire bench as much as anyone in this tournament. We talked about this before, that there's players that never see the ice. So Repik in to take the face-off against Ken-Andre Olam. Bastiansen is the top face-off man for Norway at 63.6%. Plekanec is the best for the Czech Republic. He's taken 60 coming into this game. Has 153%. There's a steal shot, score! Tomáš Zohorna, who had an excellent game the last time for the Czech Republic, and gets Czech Republic up in front 2-0.
Well, young Norstabo, the 20-year-old's going to turn this over, the defenseman for Norway. And not a good feeling when you head back to the bench. Tries the one-on-one play, beats the first guy, Repik, but a great defensive stick. Zohorna's going to steal this puck, come in, and he just rips this off the post and in. As Norstabo loses it, Zohorna says, thank you very much. Quick little shot to the blocker side, and the Czech Republic with a 2-0 lead.
Methinks if this was the NHL, that might get an offside challenge.
Very close as Repik got back across that blue line, and Weisman said, thought in time.
So an early lead for the Czech Republic. And when you have a team that only has given up 5 goals in 3 games, then you have Norway that doesn't score a whole lot. They've got themselves in a hole.
And now they got a penalty.
Neither of these teams take a lot of penalties, so we shouldn't expect many in this game, and I probably shouldn't say that, but back for it, 6 attackers now. Skurch has gone to the bench for the extra man.
Well, Tollefson's going to take the first penalty as he got tied up in the corner.
Stopped at center by Steen, and that'll bring about a stoppage in play. And Czech Republic up by a couple will put its power play to work.
Ole Christian Tollefson going to head to the penalty box. Captain of Norway as he gets tied up with the latest goal scorer, Zohorna, and hauls him down to the ice. Going to try and argue it so things don't get easier. Just before that, Zohorna, and that's onside. Ripik does a good job hustling to get back on across the blue line. Just a little play. Good patience, times it perfectly, and a nice finish. Things getting worse for Norway as they go to the penalty kill. They've only killed 6 of 9, so 67% shorthanded.
Rosalie Olsen wins the face-off for Norway, but Lucas Kaspar jumps on it for the Czech Republic, but couldn't do anything with it. And this will get hammered down the ice.
Czech Republic 2 for 11 on the power play.
Power play goals from Cervenka and Plekanec for the Czech Republic. Pasternak down for Cervenka. Roman Cervenka. Redirect at high tip by Plekanec, and that goes over top the net.
We've seen a few goals by that design, and Tomek Plekanec has 2 goals coming in the same game this tournament for the Montreal, longtime Montreal Canadian. Try and add one here on the power play.
We look at Holas, who comes into this game at 85 minutes and 51 seconds in his first 3 games. Had 99 shifts coming in, so he is over the 100 shift mark in this 2016 World Championship. Jerabek at the line. Forsberg has broken his stick. Jerabek for Plekanec, and that cross-ice pass hits the stick that was laying on the ice, ends up on the stick of Pasternak, and his shot got blocked by Odegaard. Jam free by Kaspar, in for Plekanec. Good defensive play there by Roymark. Just got enough of that to tip it away before it got to Plekanec. Shot, save, rebound, grabbed off Cervenka. Back for Plekanec. Jerabek, Pasternak, shot to the short side, stopped, and cleared down the ice by Odegaard.
Well, good job considering Forsberg lost his stick right off the draw on that play. Real nice play by Roymark there, diving to break up a pass.
Kovac for Ripik. Watch there by Norstabo. 15 seconds left in the power play for the Czech Republic. Norway's penalty kill. This is the 10th time they are short, and they have killed 7 of the 10 with this kill being successful. Rosalie Olsen, it's turned over, and a shot by Berner. And a save by Volden. Ripik on the loose puck, trying to find some room against Norstabo. Trigg picks up the chase now. And that bounces off a leg. Tollefson out of the penalty box, has yet to make his way to the Norway bench. Steen unable to clear. Kempny the blast from the line, and that went over top the net. Kempny leading Czech Republic in minutes played coming into this game at 65-31. So basically 20 minutes behind the ice time that Holas has seen in the first 3 games.
Well, it's nothing unusual for Holas. Every year in this tournament, he logs big minutes on defense for Norway.
Jurasek dishes that off. Dudera plays it deep. Tollefson sends it around looking for Zuccarello, kept in by Jurasek. Back for Dudera, chops it deep. Tollefson jams it around the boards. Martinson to the far side with Jordan. And as Jordan jumped in from the line, then Johansson takes over for Norway. Under 6.5 to go, period 1. Shot to the short side, and Birch will make the save and hang on to it. A little bit of a scrum at the side of the net. 2-0 Czech Republic.
Czech fans have been able to celebrate a couple times in this game as Cervenka and Zohorna each have a goal, and they have a 2-0 lead. The Czech Republic is playing extremely well in this tournament. The only time it didn't look good for them was the first period against Sweden. They fell behind 2-0, a little bit off their game, but since then, other than that, every other period they've been able to control, including that game against Russia to open it up where they won 3-0.
Ice Palace in Moscow is where we are. We woke up to some rain in Moscow today after a week of beautiful weather. It has cleared off, but it's a little cool. Olam plays this back. Odegaard sends it cross ice and up for Ken-Andre Olam. He stopped. Odegaard will follow up. Jurasek in on the chase for the Czech Republic.
This is where the Czech Republic do such a good job. They're gapped. They're right up in the neutral zone. No room for Norway to bring that puck between the blue lines.
Cross the line. Good move there by Ken-Andre Olam, and then Kondratic got back to take it away for the Czech Republic. Kondratic gets that return pass from Kolash, and that'll signal a line change for the Czech Republic. Kondratic, the long lead pass. He had Cervenka down that left side with some speed, but the pass misses Cervenka, who opened the scoring in this game.
Well, he led the Czech League in scoring last year. The year before that, he played for SK St. Petersburg, where he won a Gagarin Cup. Mentioned the short stint in the NHL, and as much success as he's had playing over here, it didn't go as well in Calgary, just the 1 year there.
USA and France, no score. Our next game here in Moscow is the host team, Russia, taking on Denmark.
Russia waiting some more players that will bolster their lineup.
Now, I'll ask you this. Will that affect how some guys play in this game today? Some guys that think this may be their last game of this World Championship?
Well, Russia's been playing shorthanded, first of all, so there's guys that they know their ice time's going to go down, and there may be a little extra motivation to show the coach what they can do.
Jordan stepped up at the line. That stops the play, and Jarabek is on it.
I have a feeling that Alexander Ovechkin, when he comes, is not just going to get eased into the lineup.
Ovechkin, Yevgeny Kuznetsov, and Dmitry Orlov on their way over. Thomas Greiss has joined Germany. Brock Nelson, an addition now for the United States. He's been at this tournament before and has had success. Repik, that's off a stick, and Bastiansen will lift this out at center ice. And Simic back for the Czech Republic for Kovac. Drops it for Repik. That shot is blocked as Odegaard got in front of it. Right back up the ice for Roymart. From the outside in, close at the line, and they're going to call Norway for offside.
Very close. Roymart trying to cut back. There's Pasternak, a great feed to Cervenka. That opened up the scoring in this game. And then a turnover by Norstabo, the young defenseman. And
that's offside. There was a player inside the line.
Repik got back just in time.
I would have challenged it. Slammed in
Not going to change it now.
by Trigg. Chipped up the boards and now sent out at center ice by Kukal. Odegaard back for it. In for Trettins. Dangerous drop pass by Trettins. Almost got picked off there by Peter Kukal. At the line for Filippi. Czech Republic very much in control of the play in this game. And another penalty now coming to Norway. Puck possession by the Czech Republic is terrific.
It is, and they're winning battles along the wall, and Mats Trake's going to take a holding call here for Norway. And it's the play along the wall. Good job. Behind the net is just battling for it is Peter Kukal, and he keeps his feet moving. And that's the key, is Trigg gets that stick wrapped around, holds him up a bit. Kukal continues to move along the wall, and the second power play for the Czech Republic, who are 0 for 1 in this game.
Norway's killed 7 of 10. And they've killed 1 in this game. They'll have to try and kill another one. Pasternak and Plekanec play give and go. Boston and Montreal rivals as they team up here for the Czech Republic. Pasternak didn't shoot it. And they play that give and go again. Jerabek the shot from the line, and Lars Volden juggle it for a split second and then hangs onto it.
A little extra slash from Plekanec on Tollefson right in front. A good puck movement by the Czech Republic. That little pop-out play, Pasternak and Plekanec shot from the point, Kasper in front. And a little extra slash from Thomas Plekanec. Tollefson, Rosalie Olsen of Norway, not exactly happy with that.
They would have faced each other in the National Hockey League. Thomas Plekanec closing in on 900 NHL games played with the Montreal Canadiens. 843 to be exact. Tough year for the Montreal Canadiens and Plekanec.
Good start.
Great start. Kasper back to the line as the power play for the Czech Republic goes to work. Holas grabs it off, plays it up the boards, and Forsberg will send it the rest of the way down the ice. Furch will stop it behind the net. Shutout for him against Russia in the opening game. 25 saves. Kovac deflects it in. Simic goes in after it. He couldn't get it. Either could Ripik. And Steen back for Norway with Rosalie Olsen. And Steen will steal. Plays it back for Odegaard. He'll go cross ice for Johansson. Back for Odegaard. Under 2 minutes left to go in the opening period, and under 40 seconds left in the Czech Republic's second power play of the game. Last year, the Czech Republic saw their power play operate at 22.5%, but a very different team for the Czech Republic this year than last year when they were the host, with games in Ostrava and Prague. Kovac to the front of the net. Berner with a backhand pass, looking for Ripik off that backside.
Oh, that went off the defenseman Johansson's stick and just over the net.
Kempny doesn't shoot it. Kovac back for Kempny. One-timer from the far side by Ripik. Power play is over. So Norway down 2, but 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Kept in, slap shot Ripik. Bunch of traffic in front, that went wide. And now into the final minute. Finally, it comes loose for Lucas Kasper. Drives it to the net, and that got deflected up and done a play.
And Johansson had a goal for Norway last game. This is the play by Berner's just going to throw the backhand, and boy, this is close as he cuts the pass off. Just about a good deflection into the top corner, but it goes up and over top of the net. So a little lucky on that play as he cuts off that cross crease pass.
Tollefsen around the boards. Ole Christian Tollefsen. Kept in by the Czech Republic though. Trying to work that back out front, Zahorna. Watched by Bastiansen. Matt Zuccarello jumps on the loose puck. Slipped away from him, and that allows the puck to be kept in by Kusal. Driven to the front of the net, score! And this one will probably get reviewed.
Well, it's Tollefsen, the defenseman of Norway, that crashes the net, and I think it goes off him. It starts with a turnover again. This time it's Zuccarello on the wall. The last 30 seconds, you just have to chip this out, get out of this period down 2. But he tries to make a play and he loses it. It's a quick 2-on-1 to the net. And Kusal just takes it. Tollefsen, it goes off him. And as he crashes, everybody crashes in. The puck, Kasper's in front of the net. Kusal is shot off Tollefsen and in.
They signal goal on the ice. Referees are Tobias Bjork of Sweden and Mark Wiegand of Switzerland. And the linesmen are Nicholas Chartrand-Pichet of Canada and Nikolai Furamaro of Germany, as we'll get the overhead view of this. And the player that slides in is Kusal. I don't know if...
But he gets knocked in there by Hollis.
If there's any chance that... Nope, no chance that it went off of any kind of a kicking motion of him. So this should be a good goal.
Said the big mistake was Zuccarello on the wall. He had a chance just to get that puck out of the zone, but he's tried to make a play, loses it to Kusal, who just takes it to the net. Hollis knocks Kusal down as he shoots the puck. So to me, that's a good goal.
Norway does not have its same jump that we've seen from this team in the past.
And you have to give some credit to the Czech Republic, who played a real good 20 minutes. And as we expected, it's a good goal. So 3-0 as they add one with 15 seconds left.
Norway does get tomorrow off. As we look at Robert Kusal, who has his first of the tournament. Norway back in action against Sweden on Saturday. And then Monday against Russia. And Tuesday against Latvia. So that's what's ahead for them. Czech Republic, Kazakhstan tomorrow. Czech Republic coming off a couple of days off. And then Denmark on Sunday and Switzerland on Tuesday. So Denmark got the tough games early and came up with wins in both over Russia and Sweden. And Czech Republic with a 3-0 lead here after one.
Well, it was all Czech Republic in the first 20 minutes of play. Roy Johansson, the head coach of Norway, try and get his team to regroup and be better in period 2.
One period done here at the Ice Palace. It's been all Czech Republic as they're up by 3.
This is the decisive second. The second on the act. The point of no return. This is where you meet yourself. This is where a new adventure begins. This is the moment. This is your time. Kisu.
Хоккей – это спорт, где все относятся к своему делу по-особенному. И болельщики, и хоккеисты. Здесь каждый старается изо всех сил, не выкладывается на поле. Поэтому мы поддерживаем чемпионат мира по хоккею уже много лет. И вкладываемся в тех, кто выкладывается. Райффайзенбанк. Разница в отношениях.
Ворота защищают команде.
Официальный партнер чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года.
Дамы и господа, мы надеемся, что посещение матчей дарит вам незабываемые эмоции. Напоминаем вам, что в продаже есть билеты на некоторые матчи чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года. Мы приглашаем вас на эти матчи, а также предлагаем вам посетить официальную зону чемпионата. На открытой площадке, расположенной слева от входа на арену, проходит выступление артистов и розыгрыши призов от спонсоров чемпионата. Вы можете посетить дом российской сборной команды, фудкорт, большой магазин официальных сувениров и билетные кассы. Фан-зона начинает работу ежедневно за 2 часа до первого матча и открыта до 23 часов. Вход в фан-зону свободный. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy the game. We would like to remind you that there are tickets available for some of the games, and we invite you to the games of the 2016 IIHF World Championship. We're also glad to invite you to visit the official fan zone of the World Championship. On the left of the entrance to the arena, in the open space, you can find the on-stage performance of popular singers, different activities, and prize drawings by sponsors. You can visit the Russian fan zone, the food court, official merchandising shop, and ticket office. Fan zone opens every day 2 hours prior to the first game and closes after 11 p.m. Entrance is free. Thank you.
Tough first period for Norway, outshot 17-7 and not looking like the team that played a couple of days ago in a win over Kazakhstan.
Well, not only that, you can go before that against Switzerland. They played so well in that game. It was a late goal by the Swiss to tie it up. Eventually, Norway won in overtime, but not a good first 20 minutes. 3 goals by the Czech Republic, 1 late with 15 seconds left, and Norway needs to try and rebound here in this second period.
2 wins and a loss for Norway. They opened up the tournament with that 3-0 loss to Denmark. They did have 44 shots in that game, though. And then, as Shane mentioned, they beat the Swiss in overtime, and then they beat Kazakhstan. And that's where they stand in this tournament with 5 points. Hovas, who maybe for the first time in this championship did not lead his team in ice time in that opening period as we look at Thomas Buchanan's.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise. Holas, who plays big minutes. It was Odegaard that Roy Johansson had on the ice the most, along with Tollefson second. Odegaard just under 8 minutes at 7:58 of ice time. And Zuccarello looking to maybe Make up for that late mistake he made that led to the third goal by the Czech Republic.
Tolofsen had big minutes too, considering he spent 2 minutes in the penalty box. Norstabo sends it up for Andreas Martinsen, through for Bastiansen. Bastiansen drops for Zuccarello. Back it goes to Andreas Martinsen, and that would not have counted anyway. It would have been a crease violation with Bastiansen in the blue paint.
Look at Andreas Martinsen. He had the overtime winner against Switzerland. Give them their first win in this tournament. Coming off his first NHL season with the Colorado Avalanche. Here 55 games, picked up 4 goals and 11 points with the Avs.
Johansson for Tolofsen, and he'll hammer this in. Quickly right back out by Berner. And right back in by Tolofsen. And Birch drops it. And maybe now having second thoughts as it's controlled by the line of the Olams along with Rosalie Olsen. Kolosh is after it. He'll jam it up the right side wall. And Ken-Andre Olam back for Norway. Nice little move, works his way around Berner. Ahead for Rosalie Olsen, who got crunched. Kept in at the line by Tolofsen. Back in for Olam. Shot deflected. Good save by Furch.
Puck changed directions right at the hash mark. And Furch with a reactionary pad save.
Berner at center. Sends it rink wide and wide open on that far side. Repik tried to play it to the front of the net. It got blocked. Repik has it again. Bounced it towards the front of the net. Johansson takes it away. Johansson stripped of the puck by Zohorna. And his centering pass got intercepted, but the Czech Republic all over it now. Kusal to the far side boards for Zohorna. Near side, Kondratik. Tomasz Kondratik, back score! Tomasz Zohorna.
Norway just getting themselves into trouble in the defensive zone. As Kasper lets this shot go from the just inside the blue line, the forward drifts high into that open area, but puck control by the Czech Republic. Kasper lets it go. And Zohorna looks like he gets a stick on it. There's 2 players in front. There's a blast by Kasper, and it changes direction. Either Zohorna or Johansson's stick in front of the net.
Well, we'll see how they rule this.
Well, it's either Kasper's first of the tournament or Zohorna's second and second of the game.
Bottom line is it's now 4-0 Czech Republic. They had given it to Kaspar with that blast from inside the line that found its way in. And the Czech Republic in total control of this one now. Snap through center ice. Jurasek in on the breakaway. Good save by Bolden as he got the right pad out on that one.
Norway just falling apart. A lot of holes in their game, and Jurasek another chance.
Trigg sends it for Roymark. He'll send it in. Czech Republic so methodical.
Really play as a team in all 3 zones. And be patient, wait for the set breakout.
Here comes David Pasternak. Charging into the Norway zone, loses it against Norstabo. Up for Trettins. Trettins chops it ahead, and here comes Steen. Kolosh trying to make it an odd man rush. And the shot from the left side by Martinsen, or by Dahlstrom rather, is grabbed and held.
Boy, Richard Jurasek, a great job. Gets behind the defense, trying to go to the forehand, and Lars Bolden with a nice toe save. This little kick right at the end. Catches the toe of his blade to make the save. So Jurasek very close to really putting this game out of reach with 5.
Over the years, as Zuccarello has it, Zuccarello trying to work it to the front of the net. Plays it back at the line. Johansson, the slap shot. Furch kicked that away. Over the years, as you watch the World Championships, the one thing about the Czech Republic, despite the fact they don't spend a whole lot of time together at a training camp because of where the players come from, they are capable of getting right back to their style of game very quickly. And now we've got a penalty coming to the Czech Republic.
Thomas Filippi's going to head to the box, or is it Kovac?
It is Kovac again.
Jan Kovac will take the Czech Republic's first penalty of this hockey game. So power play for Norway as they look to get on the board. Their power play hasn't had a ton of success, just 2 for 16 at 12.5%. That's second last in this tournament. And Czech's penalty kill is Vladimir Vutek is 8 for 10, so 80% penalty kill.
So some good disciplines. We look at Tolofsson, 10 shorthanded situations in 3 games. Birch has not been overly busy. He made 7 saves in the opening period and had to make a good one here in the second period on a redirect. So Norway to the power play with Holas. For Ken-Andre Olam. Back for Mathis Olam. And back for Ken-Andre. Trigg on the far side. Holas on the near side. And it's back for Holas. And now a shot by Olam blocked in front of the net. Rosalie Olsen, the other member of that power play unit, was spun around before he could get a stick on it. Now a good charge into the zone by Robert Kusal, who was credited with that goal late in the first period. Trying to dance his way through is Ken-Andre Olam. Sent around the boards by Jordan. Nobody there from the Czech Republic, though, and Rosalie Olsen plays it into the corner. Ken-Andre Olam back for Mathis Olam. He got bumped in behind the net. And Jordan will play it up the boards, and it's cleared down the ice.
Well, good anticipation. Quick on the check as Jurabek doesn't allow time. A good force on the penalty kill, and they're able to clear the puck.
Zuccarello sends it for Andreas Martinson. He'll play it deep. Around the boards for Bastiansen. And Bastiansen got hit with a high stick. There's another penalty coming, as Kempny is going to go to the penalty box. So it'll be a 5-on-3. This ricochets and just misses the open net.
Well, that would have been a disaster for Norway. Martinson was trying to find the defenseman coming in.
And play whistled down. And
here the gasps in the crowd as that puck just kind of rolled its way back towards Norway's net.
Now it's only going to end up a 7-second 5-on-3 for Norway, and you could argue, I guess, that maybe they should have turned the puck over and taken a longer 5-on-3.
You could have. Martinson would have been better than that result. That did not miss by much, as Kempny will head to the penalty box for the Czech Republic, and they'll remain shorthanded.
Look at Vladimir Vutek, the head coach of the Czech Republic. The late change for the Czech Republic as he took over from Vladimir Ruzicka. Cleared down the ice, and that'll do it for the 5-on-3.
Mathis Olam just got checked by the ref.
It's a tough day when. Stopped at the line and cleared. And Ripik will go after it. Lars Bolden will send it ahead for Mats Trigg. He gets pressured. And Simic will send it back in behind the Norway net. Olam will drop for Mathis Olam. To the line, plays it to an open side. Picked up and back in for Trigg in the high slot, and he shot it wide. Zuccarello back for Holas, back for Trigg. Kicked away, ricochets in front and ends up in the corner where Olam tracks it down. Back for Holas, through traffic, kicked away and batted away. And now the net off the peg, and Mathis Olam is pleading his case
He was in a battle in front with Jan Kolak. Got knocked down in front, but a little bit of pressure now. You can see Mathis Olin gets pushed in. By Kolak looking for a call. He's not exactly happy. But some pressure from Norway as they get some shots through it. Dominic Birch remains perfect in this tournament. Do a little work to make sure the net is set right.
Birch coming off a terrific year in Omsk of the KHL. 1.78 goals against average and a .933 save percentage. Won a Czech League title with Prague back in 2008. 26 years of age. And Norway will have to chase it back. And first on the puck was Felipe. Cleared through. Kukal now with the shot, and that never got through. Is Norway having all sorts of difficulty getting into the Czech Republic end of the ice and getting set up on this power play, and now it gets deflected out of play.
Well, frustration starting to settle in for Roy Johansson and his hockey club here as Norway trying to make the fancy play, maybe trying to do something to get them going. In the meantime, turnovers, and Vladimir Vutek's team, you said methodical early on. They're sticking to their game plan, and they're outworking Norway.
Johansson off the draw. Power play continues for another 23 seconds or less. Olum down for Mathis Olum. Circles, pulls it into the slot, and the shot got blocked. Kondratic trying to get a stick on it, could not. Ken-Andre Olum down for Mathis Olum. Rosalie Olsen getting a little bit of a punishment in front of the net. Power play is over, so each team 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Kempny, who leads Czech Republic in ice time, sends it cross ice. That shot never got through, and Kempny will head to the bench for the line change, and Plekanec is on it. Plekanec leaves it for Ripik. He'll send it all the way back for Plekanec. And Plekanec, the bank pass, grabbed off by Ripik. Trying to send it back for Plekanec. In from the line, though, was Kovac to hold it in. Back for Simic, back for Kovac. Olum breaks it up. Norstabo is on it. He got squeezed out. And Jordan scores!
What a backhand shot. Puck possession, great cycle. The Czech Republic just won't give up the puck. They hang on to it. They get support. They don't see a play. They throw it back below the goal line. And it's Radim Simic with a beautiful backhand goal as he jumps in from the point. Berner just beats his man Norstabo. Simic, just a great backhand over that left shoulder of Lars Volden. And it is 5-0 as the Czechs running away with this one.
Yes, 45, not number 47, with the backhander that finds the top part of the net.
Norway just does not have a response at all.
Olofsson off the face-off. Back for Odegaard. Plays it in deep as it comes off the netting. Play whistle down. 5-0, Czech Republic with the lead.
Well, a goaltender change for Norway is Lars Bolden will end the night with allowing 5 goals, and Lars Haugen will come into net here for Norway. Well, we can really fall. Bolden on this has not had much help from the team that was in front of him. So Coach Roy Johansson maybe trying to just switch momentum in this game, see if he can send a message to his team to get them going a little bit more.
Talked about Haugen's numbers earlier. 2.02 goals against average is 3rd best in the World Championship. His save percentage 913 is 5th best. So his numbers have been good. He'll try and stem the tide here a little bit. Zohorna plays it through, knocked away from Kusal, and Jordan plays it back for Yerebek, back for Jordan. Try to work away from Roymark, does, and sends the backhander in. Odegaard gets a bit of a bump through the middle for Forsberg, on and off his stick. He'll get it back and send it deep. Jordan trying to chip that back against the checking of Roymark. And Roymark then gets knocked down. Trenton's in there looking for a loose puck for Norway. Holas at the line, didn't get much on it to send it deep. Kaspar's going to be first down the ice. That'll negate the icing. And Norstabo, his pass hits a skate.
It's been a rough game here for Norstabo. Had that turnover and they got beat out of the corner on the 4th goal by the Czech Republic.
Norstabo comes right side for Holas. Chips it in, and back for it, Dahlstrom. Bit of a slew foot there from Dahlstrom. Filippi to the line and in, lets the wrist shot go, and he fired it high. And this will go off the dasherboard and into the netting.
Well, it started for the Czech Republic. Roman Cervenka with a goal, then Zohorna, he rips one to the far side. Kusal, a bit of a strange one late in the first period. After that, Kasper lets the blast go in the last one, and Simic jumps in from the point with the backhand. And that ended the night for Lars Bolden, 5 goals on 20 shots. And now it's up to Lars Haugen.
They kept the face-off inside the Norway zone, so perhaps Haugen got a piece of that. It didn't look like it. Zuccarello stays on side, looks for that far side, and Birch with a good save. Zuccarello on it again, trying to center it out. Bastiansen was tied up. Kolas jams it away. And Simic on the loose puck. Lead pass for Jurasek, stopped at the line. And Zuccarello will circle back. Johansson feeds it through. No room for Rosalie Olsen. Following up is Odegaard. Odegaard looking cross ice for Rosalie Olsen. Blocked. And Simic sends it back out to center, and his pass was stopped by Norstabo.
Simic's had a good game. He had the big hit along the wall. He's got a goal and then another great defensive play.
Cervenka. Back for David Pasternak. And this gets sent back to the Norway line, where it's taken by Mats Trygg. Deflects back in on his netminder, and Haugen will send it cross ice. Trygg takes the return pass from Odegaard out at center ice, and that's as far as Mathis Olum can get. And Mats Trygg will try it, and his pass goes on and off the stick of Roymark, and Berner will play it back for Kempny. Kempny sends this ahead for Repick. Repick centers, off a stick, and a good save. Rebound, good save. Berner with the first try, and a couple of good saves there by Haugen.
Haugen, those 2 big ones here to get initially as he just comes into the net cold, but looks comfortable, tracks that rebound shot really well to the far side. Chance by Zuccarello is looking to the blocker side, and Birch just steers that into the corner.
Still no score between the United States and France over in St. Petersburg. Norstabo plays it for Holas, up for Martin Ask. He got stopped at center ice. Cross ice feed, Repick. Plays it through, Kondratic. Tomasz Kondratic takes it wide. Plays it back for Berner. Berner sends it deep for Kovac. Back at the line for Kempny, got away from him, and back up for Forsberg. For Holas. Holas to the front of the net. Forsberg looking for a tip. Didn't get much on it. And the Czech Republic will control. Zahorna takes the pass on the left side. Puts on the brakes against Holas. Tollefson being hounded there by Kukal. Back in front for Zahorna, and that shot goes off Steen and up and down a play. 5-0 Czech Republic. They had 3 in the first. They've added 2 more in the second.
All Czech Republic in this one. 5-0. We've seen a goalie change for Norway. There's been 5 different scores for the Czechs. As everyone in the line out there now has been a real good line in this game. So Horna, Kusal, and Kasper, as they all have a goal.
You mentioned earlier about Michael Berner's shorthanded winner. And coming into this game, Michael Berner was a +5 to lead the Czech Republic in the plus-minus category. Big hit by Christian Tollefson. And we have an injured player shot to the short side, save made. And that will be held by Furch as Ole Christian Tollefson with a solid jolt.
He went and patted him. There's Kusal who's on the ice, and Jordan's going to come over and have words with Tollefson. Kusal is up now. Make his way back to the bench.
Having a tough time getting Jordan away from the Norway bench as Kusal appears to be all right.
A clean hit, may just been winded. Tollefson just steps up. The puck's there. Commits to the hit. Kusal gets the puck, that's a clean body check by Tollefson. So for Kusal, that just may have got winded, as that's good contact.
Shoulder to the chest.
That is a clean hit. I know they're gonna have a conversation about it. I don't know how you change your mind. They played for a good 10 seconds after and there was no call.
Well, the referee is over at the timekeeper's bench. Now in a conversation with Plekanec, that is Tobias Bjork of Sweden, the referee.
Well, Tollefson was a tough NHL player when he played for Columbus and Philadelphia, those 163 games. Physical defenseman. Clean hit here as they'll go show the sign, 5-on-5. Jordan gets a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct call.
Well, he went after Tollefson, and I think they were okay with that, and then he kind of continued with Tollefson all the way to the Norway bench and then got at it with a couple of other players. Bouncing puck, and that ends up in behind the net as that ricochets off a skate. Andreas Martinsson barges his way in. Jurasek gives him a bump and comes up with the puck. Out at center for Felipe, back for Jurasek. Odegaard gets there first. Odegaard takes a bump on the play from Peter Kukal. And Mats Trygg will carry it out. It's turned over at center ice. And now Kondratik. And picked off there, but this is going to be offside called against Norway.
Now Zuccarello and Kempny are going to have words. This game's starting to heat up a little bit after that Tollefson hit. Well, they're going to start taking players here as Kempny.
Now Buchanan's is at it.
Everyone, Kondratik. Sticks are getting dropped. Now it's Kondratik and Zuccarello. It started with Zuccarello and Kempny. Olam's having a laugh. There's still smiles, so can't be that serious, but the referee's gonna make some notes.
Anytime you get the notepad out, it's serious.
We'll see what comes of this little bit of scrum. It just really wasn't much to it. It's Kempny with a little hook on Zuccarello and the two of them. And everyone decides to get involved.
So there's how the whole thing got started.
And Odegaard was the one who came in and we'll sort things out here.
Officials having a conference down by the timekeeper's bench to see what's going to get called. 1-0 USA has got the opening goal against France.
Well, Jordan's going to have some company now. He's in there for a while. Mechanics and Tollefson will get instructed of exactly what's happening.
One referee had a notepad.
See that?
This one looks like he just was writing it old school, exactly, written it down on his hand. That's Tobias Bjork of Sweden.
Look at Matt Zuccarello, New York Rangers. Big year for him, offensively. 26 goals and 61 points. Sixth year with the Rangers. Vladimir Vutek, you think of a little bit of a smile, his team up 5-0 in this hockey game, but still all business.
Well, it looks like everything here has been evened off. USA now up 2-0 on France. So they'll sort this all out. See whether it's 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 or 3-on-3. Nope, looks like it's going to be back to 5-on-5 and everything just gets washed out. Away we go. NHL action last night. St. Louis beating Dallas and eliminating the Stars. Jason Spezza, who was an all-star last year in this championship. Wonder if he may be asked to make his way over for Canada. Taylor Hall, by the way, the only member of the All-Star team last year that is back in this year's championship as of now. Polas back in behind his own net, plays it for Norstavo, bounced away from him. Ripik gets this back at the line. Dudera takes it low, Dudera takes it wide, plays it back into the high slot. Yarabek near side, Ripik, he scores! Looking top glove, and he finds the corner.
Norway just blowing coverage all over. Two guys getting caught on one side, and Czech Republic just content to move it around, and eventually they find the open lane. And Michael Ripik picks up his second goal of the tournament. He's going to just take it in. Nice little play by Yarabek. Gets everyone to bite. All Norway on one side of the ice. Ripik walks in, and no mistake, as he's going to put this off the post and in on the glove side. Beautiful shot by Ripik.
was not a power play goal, even though the setup was like a power play. And the offside shot, the good angle, and finds the top corner.
It looked like the Czech Republic have been on a power play most of this game.
Yes. Zohorna curls inside the line, being watched by Forsberg. Kolosh sends it rink wide. Semic watched by Tolofsson. Back for Kolosh. Back at the line. Sent back to Kolosh by Zohorna. And now back for Zohorna. Cross for Simic. Back for Kolosh. As Czech Republic just totally in control of the puck. Simic lets the shot go, turned away at the side of the net by Tolofsson. Whips it off the boards, but again, Norway unable to clear. Zohorna. Back into the corner it goes. Michael Haga, number 12, now on the ice for Norway, his first shift of the hockey game. Simic. Back at the line for Kempney. For Kukal. Shot never got through. Kempney at the line, sends it back down low. Jurasek leaves for Kempney. Kempney will drive it to the net, throws it out front. Kukal gets away, plays it for Jurasek. And basically, Jurasek with the chance. Czech Republic right now just playing keep away.
It is, and not surprised that they're winning the game, but in the fashion and the amount of score, Norway is just completely off their game.
Backdoor pass for Dudera. He'll send it all the way back across the other side for Kusal. Slap shot from the line, that never got through as Jerabek let it fly. Dudera back behind his own net for David Pasternak. He's tripped up at center, and the Czech Republic up 6-0 will go to the power play.
Trentons is going to trip them up, and basically all Norway's been able to do is dump the puck under their end, and this time just speed up the ice by Pasternak to the outside, and Trentons is going to take the feed out from underneath them, and Czech Republic on a power play. Their last goal by Rybak, a great shot to the glove side.
Czech Republic chased starting goaltender Lars Volden. And Lars Haugen in there now, and he gets beat high glove. So the third power play of the game for the Czech Republic. Tomáš Kondratek will go back and set it up for Semic. He has a goal in this game. Gets it for Berner. Dished off by Rybak, back to the line, kept in by Kondratek. Around the boards from Kovac for Rybak, for Berner. And now back for Rybak, tried to throw it to the front of the net. It caroms off a skate to the far side. Semic holds it in, but only briefly, and now picked up and cleared by Odegaard. Tomáš Kondratek plays it back in behind his own net for Kempney. Michael Kempney starts the power play. Right side for Kasper. His shot sails high. Zohorna at the line for Kempney. Back for Zohorna. To the goal line. Played across. And the shot from that far side by Kasper goes over top the net. Back for Kusal. Back for Kasper. Doesn't shoot it. And then gets the return pass from Zohorna. Played it to the front of the net. Dudera there looking for a little tip. Czech Republic up 6-0. We haven't seen any extra time or very much at all for the Plekanec. Shot score from that Plekanec line as Kasper gets his second of the hockey game, and it's a power play goal, 7-0.
We've seen a lot of this line, which is normally about the third line for the Czech Republic, but now they've provided 4 of the 7 goals as Kasper picks up his second of this tournament, second of the game, third of the tournament. And it's a great shot. He's just going to take the ice that's given to him. Good job in front of the net as Horner goes to the front to screen. And the second goal on Lars Haugen to the glove side is power play goal, and it's 7-0.
Former Ottawa 67 is Lucas Kasper. Won an OHL championship under the guidance of Brian Kilray. Went on to play briefly for the San Jose Sharks. And has a power play marker in this game to make it 7-0. Zuccarello into the slot. Cleared away from Andreas Martinson. Turned over at the line by Kukal. And back up for Zuccarello. Forced to the outside by Kolash. Zuccarello stays on it though. And a save by Furch as it got thrown to the front of the net.
2 goals for Kasper tonight. First one is a blast from the point, as he's able to get that past Lars Volt. This one, a power play late in period 2 as he rips it to the glove side on Lars Haugen. So Lucas Kasper having a solid game, and Dominic Furch not busy at all, but he comes up with a nice save off Martinson in front.
Talked about him winning an OHL championship. They lost in the Memorial Cup to Rimouski, and Sidney Crosby part of that Rimouski squad. Played around, stolen by Rosalie Olsen, throws it to the front of the net. Birch will hang on to it.
Well, Norway, a couple chances late in this period. Trying to get something. Czech fans even yawning.
It's been that kind of a game. Nothing after 1, and now 7-0 here late in the second. Bouncing puck at the side of the net, and this second period comes to an end. A 4-goal second period for the Czech Republic.
Safe to say a good lead to take into the third here for the Czech Republic. Norway, all they can play for is maybe some good habits here in the last 20 minutes of play.
Try get ready for their next game, which will be Saturday. Doesn't get any easier. It's against Sweden. 7-0 Czechs.
ritual before the adrenaline of the match. The responsibility of being your best every time, prepared to fight every shift in the ice. This is not just a sport. This is who I am.
Мир бизнеса постоянно меняется. Сегодня невозможно оставаться лидером рынка. Постоянное развитие и рост. Последние минуты второго периода. Warm-up автополя second.
Что, корефаны? Да. Нормально, они молодцы.
Czech Republic 7-0 with the lead, and the Czech Republic 20 minutes away from going a perfect 4-0.
Well, who's been perfect? Dominik Vrč, the goaltender for the Czech Republic. Shutout in his first game against Russia, and he's yet to be beat today. Lars Haugen in relief for Lars Wolden. They've had close games. The last time these two teams met, it was a 1-0 win for the Czechs. The Czech Republic has shut out Norway in 2 of the last 3 wins they've had, and they're en route to do it again unless Norway has a bit of an answer here in the 3rd period.
It would have to be a big answer. There's 3 in the first and 4 in the second. And Czech Republic right now has itself set up very nicely here in this championship. Cross-ice pass for Cervenka, that got steered away. Cervenka with a goal in this game. The goal that opened the scoring in this match. Jarabek tied up with Andreas Martinsen. Bastiansen plays it back for Zuccarello, in for Norstabo, and that shot is blocked by Dudera. Back around the boards for Bastiansen. He'll leave for Andreas Martinsen. He's stripped of the puck. And taken at center ice by David Pasternak, and he'll send it in. Kovac picks it up off the boards as he's first to the puck. In for Simic, who was in from the line. And then a pass back to the line gets picked off, and up the ice for Rosalie Olsen, who gets dropped there by a shoulder check from Kolash. Been a tough day for the two Olens. They are -4 each in this game.
It has not been good. The last 2 games, they've been leading the charge for Norway offensively. Each have 2 goals and 2 assists in this tournament, but fault doesn't go just on one player. It's been a team lack of effort here for Norway.
Lead pass for Morten Ask, and that got chopped away. A good defensive play by Tomáš Kondratic as he recovered in time to clear the puck. Kondratic has it again, so Czech Republic about to go to 4-0, and here's what their schedule looks like. Kazakhstan tomorrow, Denmark on Sunday, and Switzerland on Tuesday. So the table is set for them. Matter of them doing what they've done in this game. And that is dominate. Kempting gets taken to the sideboards, cleared to the line, not out. Steen couldn't do anything with it. And Filippi will play it back behind his own net for Kondratic.
Well, good example there. Czechs just no play. Instead of dumping out, changing possession, they send it back to their zone, get a line change, and then come out on the set breakout.
Talking about the Olens being -4 on the plus side for the Czech Republic. As we look at Zatovic, who now is going to get some ice time. He did not see any action the first 2 periods. Tomáš Zahorna, Tomáš Kondratic, and Robert Kusal, along with Michael Rippett, each +3s in this game so far.
Been a good line for the Czech Republic.
Cleared at center. Martinsen, and making his debut. Sven, long shot, that gets blocked. So now everyone has officially been in this game, and that doesn't happen in a lot of games. But with this one being 7-0, Bastiansen looking backside for Zuccarello on a penalty coming up, as it's going to be a hooking call, and Norway will go to the power play.
Well, this one might have saved a goal as Kukal just hooks up Zuccarello. Bastiansen trying to find Zuccarello off the backside of the net. It's a nice quick play. And that hooking took away the stick of Zuccarello, or he might have had a tap in.
Next game in this building, Russia and Denmark. Slapped around the boards, kept it at the line. As the power play will go to work. Holash, the shot, save. Birch is down and has the puck under him.
He made sure it was underneath as he falls back, makes the initial save on the blast from Holas at the point. Jonas Holas, who won't hit the usual minutes he did, but a nice feed, just shot to the net. Traffic in front, but Birch able to hang on.
So Birch in a conversation with the referee. Holas for Mathis Olam. Mathis Olam, the all-time scoring leader in World Championship action for Norway. He has 49 points now with the 4 that he has in this tournament. And 5 points up on Morten Ask, who hasn't seen a lot of action here at this championship. Shot by Norstabo, kicked away by Furch. Holas is on it. Holas will dump it back. Norway a point away from matching last year's point total of 6. But they'll have to wait for another day. Kenan Raiola. Off the bench, Andreas Martinsson. Up in the high slot, takes the pass. Sends it back for Mathis Olam, and now back for Kenan Raiola, and back for Mathis Olam. Norstabo creeps in on that near side off that left point, but the pass cross ice, and Mathis Olam quickly to the short side, and a good defensive stick there by Jerabek to jam it away before Norstabo could get it. And now Lucas Kasper, who has 2 goals in this game, will send it down the ice. Martinsson to the line. That's as far as he gets. Zuccarello's going to try his luck. Squeezes his way by Dudura. Plays it back for Holas, and the shot kicked away by Furch. Mats Trigg back for Holas. Power play is over. Cross ice feed. Good play by Dudera to deflect it away. Trying to center it Zuccarello, but grabbed off and up the ice for Kukal. For Jurasek, and a one-handed redirect there by Filippi. That went high. So Czech Republic 1 for 3 on the power play and 3 for 3 on the penalty kill, including a brief 5-on-3.
They've been good in all areas of the game, and Norway trying to get something to the net.
Thomas Plekanec turns it over. Morten Ask will carry it in. Cleared away from him by David Pasternak. Semic back for Pasternak. It was behind him, and then Morten Ask got knocked down. Plekanec for Pasternak, and he tried to get it quickly for Cervenka, and that pass failed to materialize. Rosalie Olsen sends it back for Tollefson. Tollefson lost it in the corner. And another scrum along the boards. Trentons has the loose puck, chips it in. After it's Steen, back for Trentons, off the skate of Kempney and wide of the short side. And Plekanec will play it back for Kondratic. We'll send this rink wide. Player changes for both teams.
Kempney's been one of those players that stood out for me. Maybe not on the score sheet, but strong defensively, real good skater for the Czech Republic. Played in Omsk this last year of the KHL.
Anybody jump out at you in this Group A? And I'm speaking of the Donis player that's in New Jersey, Jonas Donskoy, who made the NHL, Artemi
San Jose,
Panarin,
yeah.
Kampainen.
Yeah, there's always players in every year that you see that, you know, kind of stick out, and they end up getting that free agent contract to come to the NHL and play that next season. And you kind of see it more and more as the games get a little more important, which ones. But Kempny's a player. Jarobek's been very good. You look at this Czech team, and there's certainly been a few players for Sweden. We've seen Linus Klassen and Omar stand out for them.
Pass picked off at the line, jammed out at center. Filippi trying to get a stick on it, can't. Here comes Olam. Olam will dish it off for Haga. Tried to play it back to the line, but picked off. And right back at center for Lucas Kaspar, deflected in by Jarobek. And back for it is Holas.
On the team we're going to see next, it has Artemi Panarin, who stood out last year. Chicago got him. He plays with a couple of guys who might be the best players here that aren't in the NHL, and that's Shapachov and Dadonov, that usually every year are among the top in scores.
They like the KHL up big time. Backhander to the front of the net, and that got deflected away. Zatovic is after it. And now he'll turn and head to the bench. Through the middle, Morton Nass got stopped at the line by Semick. Roymar couldn't pick it up, and here's Pasternak busting it alone. Pasternak in a little deep, and then tried to go 5-hole and nothing doing. The puck just got away on him a little bit. 7-0 Czech Republic here in the third.
Showdown. Simply clever.
Lars Haugen keeping this game at 7-0 as a breakaway for David Pasternak, who ran out a little bit of room, had to take a sharp angle shot. But 7 goals is enough of a lead, I think, for the Czech Republic here with just over 11 minutes left remaining.
Czech Republic trying to get back into the medal column. Their last medal was 2012. It was a bronze, and they lost the bronze medal final last year to Connor Hellebuyck and the United States as Hellebuyck pitched a shutout. We talked about all-stars that are not here this year. Connor Hellebuyck was the all-star netminder last year. Michael Condon leading the United States this year.
And they're up 4-0 on France right now.
Tough one from them last year. They were the host team. Got Jaromir Jagr to play last season, just because it was in Prague for them.
Well, and he talked that would be his last international competition. Now, there's more talk whether it is or not as he still continues to play, signing another year with the Florida Panthers.
Had a very good year. Maybe the playoffs didn't go as well as he would have liked, but certainly Jaromir Jagr of the Czech Republic had a terrific season. There was some talk that he might have some interest in coming to this championship simply because it's in Russia, where he spent some time playing in the KHL. You wonder what his numbers would be had he not stepped aside from the NHL for a while. Jordan finds on the right side. Ripik takes it deep. Back to the high slot, and the shot by Kovac is deflected wide. Rink wide Jordan. Conduct that he picked up in the second period. We're trying to get goalie Christian Tollefson, who had a good hit on the play.
There's a clean hit on Kusal. Kusal went down hard and probably back to the bench and is okay as we look at David Pasternak, the young Czech player, a partial breakaway, and Haugen does a good job to take away the chance. Latvia fans upset.
Well, she's smiling about it now. She feels shame. 9:42, we're into the back half of this period. Talk about David Pasternak, certainly has answered the call for his country, Czech Republic. 3 World Junior Championships, and now in his first World Championship, and has his first World Championship goal. Slap shot by Kaspars. He has 2 in the game, looking for 3. And Haugen makes the save. Haugen replacing Lars Bolden in the second period. Tomáš Zahorna. Cross ice pass picked off. Here comes Haga. Side of the net, save made. As Dominic Birch got that left pad down, as Haga not only getting some shifts, gets a scoring chance, and this is going to be icing called against the Czech Republic.
Well, real good chance for Haga. Finally getting his chance. This is his first World Championship for the 24-year-old. Little give and go as Ken Andreola trying to send it back to him at the side of the net. It was off a turnover. And Birch does a good job. Just that left pad comes in a little help from Dudera as he gets back to cover up.
Pretty good crowd this afternoon. It'll be jumping tonight.
Oh yeah, Russia will be ready to go. It's a couple days off for Russia. Motivated. They have some players that won't be here yet, but will be on their way.
Well, Russia right now sitting in 4th spot. And probably not happy with that. They would like to move up a little higher. No matter where they finish in the round robin, they will stay here in Moscow. They will not move to St. Petersburg for quarterfinal action. Kaspar will send this in, but when all is said and done, it is expected that Russia may find itself at least in 2nd spot, probably because of that early loss to the Czech Republic, but that may get decided on the final game of this championship, for the final day, as Russia will play Sweden.
That will decide it. Czech Republic looks to be able to lock up that #1 seed here in the A pool. We'll wait and see who they face. The success the Czech Republic has had in the past, talk about, you can go back to 99, 2000, 2001, 3 straight goals for them in this tournament. Their last goal coming in 2010 when we're just talking about Russia. They upset Russia 2-1 in that game.
It's been interesting for the Czech Republic, interesting for Russia. Russia had that long stretch where they never medaled at all. Back forward, Tomáš Kondratik plays it ahead for Jurasek. Jurasek is stopped at center ice by Tretens. And Haga back in his own zone. Pass, chip pass there for Tretens, got stopped. Jordan plays this ahead, and it gets sent in on the far side by Zatovic, and then he took a bump on the play. Kukal looking for some open ice, twisting and turning on the far side. Tretens takes it away, in on Michael Jordan, plays it to the side of the net for Andreas Martinsson, and that shot is off the stick and over top the net and out of play. 7:42 left in the third. Czech Republic in control.
Czech Republic looking to wrap up another solid effort here. Been solid in their own end. They've been able to capitalize on scoring chances. Probably for head coach Vladimir Vutek, just looking for his team to play that complete game. Don't sit back or try anything too fancy. Simple, solid here, right to the finish and final buzzer.
Game 1 beat Russia 3-0, a 25-save performance from Dominic Birch. Second game they beat Latvia in a shootout. They were up 2-0, but then they were down 3-2 late. And Michael Ripik tied that game up, and then they went on to win it in a shootout. And then they were down 2-0 to Sweden. And then it kicked in for the Czech Republic. They scored 4 unanswered goals to win that one 4-2. And they've now scored the last 11 goals of games that they have been involved in. Andreas Martinsen for Matt Zuccarello. Zuccarello for Holas, back at the line for Norstabo. Screen shot deflected in front by Martinsen high. Pasternak got spilled in behind the play. Chance in front of the net for Zuccarello. He'll go around again, a blast, and that got blocked. Don't think that got to the netminder Furch. Holas throws it behind the net, and Kolash will pick it up for the Czech Republic.
Well, nice little play by Zuccarello, but the Czech Republic do a good job just collapsing in front of the net, don't allow room, and eventually force behind. Tollefson with a big run at Burner on the far wall.
This one got a little nasty in the second period. It's kind of calmed down. Mats Trigg will chase this back into his own zone. Trigg is the all-time games played leader at World Championship for Norway. 81 now as the puck ends up in the Czech Republic bench. For pushing Kovac and Rosalie Olsen.
Well, Radom Seaman with a real nice goal, the defenseman in his first World Championship, his first World Championship goal. And he'll take that puck. Little backhand to the top shelf, a real nice finish for Seaman. Plays in the Czech league, 129 career games.
Paris, France, Cologne, Germany, your host countries next season. And then to Denmark, then to Slovakia, and then to Switzerland. And as the World Championship moves around from country to country. Cross-ice pass and a real good stick there by Kondratic to break that up. Filippi back in for the Czech Republic, throws it to the slot as he was looking for Kempny, who had jumped up. Kempny now gets it. Kempny trying to send it low. He gets spilled. Odegaard back in behind his own net. Near side for Dahlstrom. No room for him. And they tie it up, and it's back for Steen, and it's all the way back into the Norway zone. They'll try it once more. Steen gets it to Dahlstrom again. It's stopped at center ice. And Norway will have to regroup.
Just no room for Norway. And mentioned it earlier, Czech Republic doing such a good job defensively, just not allowing the other team to gather any speed through the neutral zone.
Zatovic just comes back to the line. One-timer by Dudera. That's deflected wide. Dudera has it again. Played around the boards, battle for a puck. Couple players go down. Haga along with Jurasek. And the puck all the way back around the boards, and Dudera will play it back. We haven't seen a lot of certain players for the Czech Republic. We haven't seen a lot of Jerabek. Really haven't seen a whole bunch of the Plekanec line.
No, they're out there now, but why? Rest them up.
Cervenka, whose goal right now in the opening period stands as your game winner. Norstabo for Bastiansen, back for Zuccarello through the middle of the ice for Andreas Martinsen, stopped inside the line. Now back in, Zuccarello feeds it across the shot. Birch, another save. Zuccarello takes a chop at Tollefson. They've had a couple of run-ins in this game. And Tollefson circles back with 3.5. Zuccarello to the line. Zuccarello is blocked by Repik, and Repik will lift this down the ice. Repik's goal came against Haugen, who had replaced Bolden. Repik drops it back. Kempny. Cross ice feed back to the line, and Kondratic with the shot that never got to the net. Blast from Kempny, and that's steered away by Haugen. Kempny didn't get much on it as he breaks his stick. And now Kempny slowly to the bench and then realizes the puck was on its way there, so he jumps over the boards. Gurdon sends this up the left side. Zohorna to the line, chips it in. Cleared away by Roymart for Ask. Slap shot from a high slot by Svem. And that gets blocked and held.
Well, Dominic Furch, 24 shots in this game. He had 25 in his first game. Has yet to see a puck go by him. And he has been perfect in this tournament. A couple of chances by Norway. Norway has had the better in shots here in the third period, but Dominic Furch looks rock solid.
First World Championship for him. Czech Republic had expressed interest in Andrei Pavlik of the Winnipeg Jets coming over. Pavlik suffered an injury during the course of the season, and at the end of the year did get back in and played very well, but not sure he was 100%. And of course, a lot of players want to make sure they are healthy and ready to go for the World Cup. Another save there for Furch. Deflected at the line. Norstable holds it in only briefly. And into the final 2 minutes of this one that has been all Czech Republic. Cervenka, Zohorna, Kusal, Kasper, Semek, Repik, and Kasper. The goal-getters in that order for the Czech Republic.
Been able to spread it out. Kasper, the only one with a pair of goals in this game. So 6 goal scorers for the Czech Republic. They've been able to spread it around and a little bit of confidence in that room offensively.
And they'll get ready for Kazakhstan tomorrow. Norway will get the off day tomorrow and get ready for a Scandinavian battle with Sweden on Saturday. Steen will get waved out of the face-off circle. Martinson will go in and take it. Our next game here from the Ice Palace, Russia and Denmark. Right off the draw, save made by Haugen, and he'll hang on to it.
Look at David Pastrnak, 25th pick overall by the Boston Bruins in 2014. Quick shot on net. He's had a few opportunities in this game, but stayed off the scoreboard. Haven't needed, you can save it.
Bastiansen wins the draw. Bastiansen has been the best face-off man for Norway at 63.6% coming into this game. That was on 66 face-offs coming into this game number 4. Zohorna dishes it off, gets it back. And Mats Trigg is going to get a hooking penalty as Zohorna was looking for his second of the game.
Well, with just a little over a minute left, they're going to call a penalty on Trigg. And it is a hooking call. There's another rush up the ice. Little feed to the center, and Zohorna gets hooked up. That's maybe one you could just let it go for right now. It's a 7-0 game, but Zohorna's gonna have a smile and a late power play for the Czech Republic.
Close to being stick on stick too, but power play coming up for the Czech Republic. 4th power play of the game. It's been a long afternoon for Roy Johansson behind the bench of Norway. Now Kaspar, or rather Kukal, will get waved out of the face-off circle. Jurasek will go in and win it. Kolash plays give and go with Kondratic. Back for Kukal. He'll put it to the front and a nice redirect there, but it went wide. As Zatovic getting some ice time now. And with a chance on that deflection. Kukal to the goal line. Jurasek tried to go high, short side. Felt his stick got slashed. Looked over at the referee, tested the stick, and no penalty, and the stick is still good. Tries a wraparound, that got stopped. Back at the line, Kondratic with the attempted one-timer that didn't go. Jurasek, watched by Tollefson. Puck does come free and kept it at the line. Kolash takes that cross-ice feed. Kukal and the slap shot by Kondratic, and that got stopped. Tollefson, who's without a stick, now gets one from the forward Rosalie Olsen, and this one comes to an end. 7-0 Czech Republic, and back-to-back shutouts.
Dominic Furch has been perfect here, and now Norway 3 straight games against the Czech Republic. They have been shut out, and the Czech Republic sit atop the A pool for good reason. They have been very good in this tournament.
So the Czech Republic wins this one 7-0. The host team, Russia, is our next game here from the Ice Palace.
Дамы и господа, официальный спонсор чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года, компания IIHF International, получает у нас специальные призы лучшим игрокам каждой команде. Ladies and gentlemen, the official sponsor of the 2016 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship, IIHF International, set the special prices for the most valuable players of both teams. Призы получает координатор чемпионата мира господин The prizes presented by the event coordinator of the International Ice Federation, Mr. Pregame. Итак, лучшими игроками сегодняшнего матча в составе сборной команды Норвегии признан Mats Pregame, номер 23. The North player tonight for Team Norway, number 23, Mats Pregame. Сборной команды Чехии сегодня признан Lukáš Kaspar, номер 22. Number 22, Lukáš Kaspar. Дамы и господа, в честь команды победительницы звучит государственный гимн Чешской Республики. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor to the team winner, please rise up for the national anthem of Czech Republic. Дамы и господа, мы надеемся, что сегодняшний игра подарила вам незабываемые впечатления. Мы напоминаем вам, что в продаже есть билеты на некоторые матчи чемпионата. Мы приглашаем вас на эти матчи. А также предлагаем вам посетить официальную зону чемпионата. На открытой площадке, расположенной слева от входа на арену, проходят выступления артистов и розыгрыши призов от спонсоров чемпионата. Вы можете посетить дом российской сборной команды, фудкорт, большой магазин официальных сувениров и билетный пас. Фан-зона начинает работу ежедневно с 2 часа до первого матча и работа до 23 часа. Пользуем зону свободы. Спасибо. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoy the game and we would like to remind you that there are tickets available for some games coming up in the 2022 to 2016 IIHF Championship. We are also going to invite you to visit the official fan game on the championship. On the left of the first level, the open space and car station products and the popular singers from television and drive local sponsors. Please visit the Russian house, big for an official merchandising shop together. That's all for the day. 2 hours where we're meeting and closes up the game. After this safe. Thank you. Напоминаю вам, что следующий матч состоится в 20 часов 15 минут. Встречаются сборные команды России и Дании. Приходите к нам на хоккей.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're reminding that the next game of our championship will start at 8:15 p.m. with the game between the national teams Russia and Denmark. Take care and see you again.
This is the decisive second. The second one out. The point of no return. This is where you meet yourself. This is where a new adventure begins. This is the moment. This is your time. Teaser.
Хоккей – это спорт, где все относятся к своему делу по-особенному. И болельщики, и хоккеисты. Здесь каждый старается за всех сил и укладывается в бой. Поэтому мы поддерживаем чемпионат мира по хоккею уже много лет. И вкладываемся в тех, кто вкладывается. Райфайзенбанк. Разница в отношении.
Introducing the 2016 IIHF Player Statistics. Team Statistics. Live updates. And introducing Hockey Cards. Your face, your team, your card. Sharing with hockey fans across the world. From any smartphone in your own language. The 2016 IIHF powered by Stone.
Simply clever.
42 команда Чехии. Penalty team check recording number 42, Martin Kokor. Continuous ball holding, time 42:56. Penalty team check recording number 42, Martin Kokor. Continuous ball holding, time 42:56. Penalty team check recording number 42, Martin Kokor. Continuous ball holding, time 42:56.
Check the yellow, 7, Norway, 0.
Наша надежность, наш характер, наша поддержка, наши победы. Это наша игра, это наш хоккей, и это у нас не отнять. Ингустрад. Официальный партнер чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года.
Поддержи свою команду с Невеями. Официальный спонсор чемпионата мира по хоккею.
Conviction and determination I need every day. The years of training, pushing myself to be the strongest, the sharpest. My dedication to the game, to my teammates who are counting on me to deliver. The nerves of steel, the preparation and ritual before the adrenaline of the match. The responsibility of being my best every time, prepared to fight every shift on the ice. This is who I am.
Мир бизнеса постоянно меняется. Сегодня невозможно оставаться лидером рынка без постоянного развития и роста. Преодоление хаоса в делах не только закаляет характер компании, но и делает ее чемпионом. Кирсер – это яркий пример эволюционного бизнеса. Мы помогаем нашим клиентам совершенствоваться. С какой бы проблемой ни столкнулся ваш бизнес, у нас всегда найдется надежное решение.
Федерация.